glass, and that's going to be a penalty against John Carlson.
Minor penalty for delay game.
2, 3, go.
I work so hard to make it to the league. Blood and sweat and a hernia, a lockout stint in Slovenia. Now here I am, laying for the cup, but I keep getting stuck in the old sin bin because of this stupid rule that they made up. Buck over glass. Hey ref, kiss my another delay again. Tarnishing my name, puck over glass. Hey ref.
That is Puck Over Glass. And there was the creation of who, Wardo? Who came up with this?
It's James Duthie Creative Services Inc. I mean, it's actually James Duthie Films morphed into James Duthie Recordings. Those were his words, but it's Lester who's singing it, and I've actually had a lot of fun since that because people have like, dude, you got to go to Idol. Like I had no idea you had those pipes. Now, I deceptively have not corrected them because I think I'm getting a giggle out of it. Like, come on now. I mean, Lester's a African-American gentleman, and
Yeah.
if you actually hear me sing, which I had to lip sync it on tape, I'm trying to find out who at TSN I pay off not to release those video clips because it is horrendous. It's, what is it? What does Shaq call it? Horror awful.
Yes.
It's horror awful.
Yes. But this is very popular, this song.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Yeah.
Sunday we spent the day filming it. If you listen to that, we did 20 takes at one section where we're playing with the instruments. Then we get to the gospel choir, same thing. It's like it's running through your head like a nightmare. That song.
Did you get paid for this?
No. I got a James Duthie. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
There's a high five on the way by in the parking lot.
It is 8:36 on TSN 1050. Mike Richards in the morning. Lisa Varga in studio. And there's some wondering. They go, "Where's the cameras? What's going on here? How come we can't see her?" Now you have. Now, how can people follow you or find you?
On Twitter. That's
On Twitter.
probably the best thing right now. That's where we're getting the most feedback, and people are contacting us daily on there. We do have a website up right now, which you can. There is a contact on there that you can send emails to and inquire about that. But yeah, contact me directly for right now through Twitter or the. It's fightclub4cancer.com. ScotchClub21.com, LisaVarga.com. So all three of those have their own websites. And then for Twitter, I have 3 accounts as well for those that they can go to.
Yeah, and we were just saying that, here in the city, because it's so new, if you're interested in having a charity event, raising money for that said event, I mean, and then locally, monies can certainly go to hospitals who do the same thing here. Mm-hmm. It can all be possible, and there's no better way, really. I mean, you can have golf, tennis, whatever event you got going on, but really, let's
be realistic. We're all for the after party.
Yeah, that's what
this is basically taking the mandatory part out of it. Go swing a golf club, we're out. There's no sunburn. There's no.
No, you just. Could I have another one, please? And can I talk to her? Is that free? Can I do that? And so now, one of the issues we talked about going into the break was Duncan Keith and the 1-game suspension. Does that seem right to you? Is that about fair?
Dead on. Yeah, I thought that if he got off with a fine, it would be too little. I think 2 games is too much, but I mean, responsible for your stick, and he swung it. He swung it up high. I made the joke that Carter's probably 6'7", 6'8" on skates, and the fact that he picked him off on the head, you're indicted right there because he's a pretty tall gentleman. There's a whole lot of surface area to hit, and he got him in the head. No, actually, he got him in the mouth with 20 stitches, cracked teeth. I mean, it's enough reason right there for the suspension.
No, there was a heated debate on the panel.
Very heated debate. And I sense you have the clip. I will set it up first.
Yes.
So James Duthie goes into break, and we had been preparing for the intermission. And Johnny and I, who are very good friends, I'll state that right off the bat. We started having this conversation about how what our viewpoint is. Well, it got heated, and we weren't even on camera. So Steve Dryden, who's in charge, is like, guys, simmer down. And then Duthie and Mackenzie are watching us, and we're yelling at each other, and there's no camera on. So now they're like, okay, wait, don't talk to each other right now. Wait till you get on camera. And then it kind of evolved, I'll put it that way.
This is now we've got the clip.
Well, his points were, I mean, the fact that you apologized on the ice was grounds enough not to be suspended. I mean, where does the logic come in there?
Okay, let's hear that argument.
It was intentional to get him in the face. I think it was careless, certainly, but the 4-minute power play, Jeff Carter not hurt, all plays in the fact that I don't think he will be suspended.
I don't get the logic of your apology. The last time I saw, I've never actually seen a guy go up once and apologize, let alone a second time. I mean, Cole Lemieux buries Chris Draper into the boards in Colorado the one year, breaks his face, not so much as a hint of apology there. I think he knows. In the moment, seconds after, he's like, I'm done. I know something bad happened.
That's my whole point. You don't think Claude Lemieux knew he was going to get suspended for burying Chris Draper's face?
Yeah,
the whole point of the apology is because he's acknowledging it was an accident.
That's responsibility for the action after.
No, but he's acknowledging it was an accident. That's the point. It was not on purpose.
Yeah, because he's trying to show the people about to watch it, hey, listen, I'm gonna show
Duncan
for this.
Keith is not thinking that quickly to hit him in the face.
Yes, he is.
Immediately thinking, oh boy, supplementary distance.
You got your hand caught in the cookie jar.
I better feign an
Hands
apology
in the cookie jar.
in the middle of the game
cookie jar.
after
You got
just
caught.
being angry enough to slash him in the face.
It's the playoffs.
I think you're
lose the game, you're in trouble.
I think you're giving Duncan Keith far too much credit to think that far in advance in the spur of the moment. And then to see him out again a second time.
Hands in the cookie jar.
Well, his point was the fact that he apologized. Well, one, Carter was hurt. Okay, so, and it was clear he was. He went to the locker room. So, I don't know. For the fact that the apology was there, he's saying that would show, obviously, that he didn't mean to do it. Well, no. He was immediately remorseful because he knew he was getting suspended. And it's, I think you call it politicking?
Politicking.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah. No. I mean, he knew he had done it, and he knew the severity of the situation, that you're in the playoffs, and one game matters so much. I mean, Chicago's going to have a huge void to fill. Like, this is a dump and chase team. You have to get the puck out of your end pretty quickly. And last I checked, Duncan Keith was the best transition defenseman that Chicago has.
So for Chicago to alter what they do, who steps up and becomes that? Because you're kind of putting another quarterback in there. I don't know. Do they have that?
No. I think, as I understand it, I think it might be Sheldon Brookbank coming in. And, you're looking at Seabrook and Leddy. I mean, Charleston's pretty good, yes. Roosevelt's done a pretty good job. Oduya's been fine, but Duncan Keith is at a whole different level. And that guy gets close to 30 minutes a game. When you play half the game, the puck's usually in your hands. Now you take that out of your lineup, everybody else has to step up in the moment and carry a greater amount of load. Now, who's going to do that?
Well, they're up against it anyway because they're playing at the Staples Center, which is very difficult to when you're playing that Kings team. Are we saying that this is probably going to be 2-2 at the end of this game?
I think so. I think Mike Babcock put it very well one day when he said they woke up. LA found their game. I mean, they weren't very good in the road. They couldn't play their game, but they figured out something. And in zone, they started moving the puck from high to low. So Chicago was having to cover differently. They got off the boards and started taking the puck to the net. And they also got traffic in front of Crawford. Crawford now has his head up, looking for LA Kings in traffic in front of him, and they're bumping him and they're getting in his head.
Well, we thank everyone for coming in studio. What is that, Sean? You said something about I don't know what.
Well, we do have a beautiful woman in studio, and usually when we have a beautiful woman in studio, we usually have a guest host that pops in from time to time.
Wait. It's Victor Newman. I want to talk to you for a second. You're damn beautiful, you know that. You remind me of my daughter Victoria. Wait a second. That's not appropriate. Let me just say this. Perhaps I'll have Miguel come by in the limousine. And we'll go back to South Bend. You and me. For some Doug Larange. Manti Te'o's girlfriend. Wait a minute. That's not right either. Anyways, I want to thank you for coming to the show this morning. Honest.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, funny, I thought when you said when you have a beautiful woman in the studio, she usually, and I was going to fill in the blank, is creeped out, but we'll go with that.
Shut the hell up. I'm not talking to you.
I'm not creeped out. You are sexy. Let me just tell you that.
She has been invited back to your show.
These are really good-looking guys right here.
Thank you.
So
Yes, we.
Thank God the TV cameras are off.
It is 8:43 on TSN 1050.